Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Virgo for September 2021. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. So if the reading resonates, then that's awesome, or if parts of the message resonate, then that's cool as well. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So this could be pertaining to your love interest, the one that's in your mind, or this could be for yourself. Just flip the roles as you feel is most appropriate for you guys and use your own discernment. So I'm currently shuffling with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck today, and then later on I'll be using a few other decks of cards like oracle cards and some messages, so that from your person or what you want to say to your person. Okay, so happy birthday to you guys, to you Virgos. Hope you're enjoying your birthday season. So let's get into the reading for you, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign for Virgo, please, for September 2021. What can we get for Virgo, please? Angels of Love and Light, what we can get for Virgo. What's happening? Okay, King of Wands. Could be dealing with a fire sign, or you have it in your chart. Ooh, this is good. Look at this. Two of Cups, the Magician, Four of Swords, Hangman. 3 more, please, for Virgo for September. Oh, do I take that? No, I'm not going to take that. It's too many. For Virgo, please. Ooh, okay, that definitely wanted to come through. So we got the Devil. Two more, please, for Virgo. I was going to say, they really want to keep it in there. I wasn't sure if they were reverse or what have you. I'm going to put those back. 7 of Swords. So potentially someone's trying to strategically figure out something, or they're trying to be sneaky or somewhere. So maybe you've dealt with someone who's relatively sneaky. Oh wow, okay, so the 7 of Pentacles definitely wanted to come out, so I guess that was what it was that wanted to come out earlier, because we've got it here now. And then one more, please. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Bottom of the deck we have the 2 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, interesting. Okay. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, with the King of Wands and the 5 of Wands in reverse. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the 2 of Cups energy. We could be dealing with a Capricorn energy here with the Devil, Pisces with the Hangman. I feel that the Magician, I think that's Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio energy with the Magician. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here with the 7 of Pentacles, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Okay. So I'm really feeling that either you or someone that you're dealing with, they're trying to manifest a brand new love kind of connection, to bring in a brand new start in love. I'm getting very much. Potentially there's a new soulmate connection here, but there could be some blockages. I'm getting some stagnation in relation to a particular connection. Somebody may be unsure about investing in a particular situation due to previous experiences. If they've been through a relatively toxic relationship previously, or had kind of particular patterns of behavior, maybe they feel like they haven't necessarily got over the hurdle of getting through those kind of issues, potentially. If that is something that has held someone back in relation to pursuing new love or going after a soulmate, or to invest in something long term, potentially there could be, there may have been previous like commitment issues I'm getting. But someone is potentially like getting enlightened about their kind of darker side, the shadow side to themselves, potentially when it comes to love. Like they may have realized that previously could have sacrificed other relationships, like unknowingly, I'm getting previously, because these kind of these issues that they may have had, if there was like mental health issues, any toxic behaviors, any codependency, anything like that previously, may not necessarily have been out in the light, like it was in the dark type thing, like it was like a shadow, it wasn't something that they kind of noticed. And then I'm getting the sense that they're reflecting on previous relationships, and they may have been very much up in their head previously, very confused. I'm also getting this kind of sense of behavior potentially that you or your person may have had this kind of particular trait where they wanted other people to fight for them, I'm getting, like compete for their affection, to show that they're, you know, to kind of prove to your person that you or someone else was kind of worthwhile to be sticking around, to kind of invest and be there as a potential partner, I'm getting. But potentially with this kind of reflection, it's like now getting to sense of, okay, now these particular issues that I may have had that have been brought up to my attention, I don't want to be kind of conflicted in my mind anymore. I'm not going to have people, I don't necessarily feel like it's right to have other people keep on fighting for my attention and kind of giving them drips and drabs of my affection, I'm getting. So potentially here with this kind of Five of Wands energy, they're realizing that they're turning a corner when it comes to different relationships. Maybe they've taken some time to try to heal themselves, and they've recognized certain behavior aspects of themselves, and therefore they want to transform their particular love life and manifest something brand new into their situations. Potentially they may have even gone for like some sort of counseling if they've had difficulties previously with these particular behaviors that they may have had. I'm getting this sense that they will overcome any obstacles or difficulties previously that they may have had, but they may have been very used to being very like independent, or if they have been single for a long time and then they've kind of got involved in other relationships and things, and it just necessarily hasn't worked out. Potentially they may have they may have got to a point where they may have had multiple partners previously, and now they're getting to the realization, like actually making a decision of, okay, maybe I actually genuinely want to have a monogamous relationship, I think that's what it's called, you know, it's just you and one other person rather than lots of different partners. So maybe that's something that potentially they may have been accustomed to previously, like with all this kind of fighting for attention, I'm getting. And maybe they're turning a corner and realizing that actually this may not be something that they want anymore. And with this kind of Two of Swords in reverse energy, like they may have felt really, really stuck for quite some time, and they have been really unsure. But potentially they may now, because they've had like a mirror held up to themselves, be up in their head, like having sleepless nights, potentially lots of anxiety, because they've realised the types of behaviour that they may have had. And if they've hurt you in a particular manner, even though that they may recognise you as a soulmate and they want to build something with you, that they're just having difficulties in this acknowledgement of knowing that potentially they haven't treated you or other people with the kind of respect or care or decency that previously that they may have, that they haven't just done that. Potentially they may have told lies, I'm getting. And potentially now they're kind of in this emotional turmoil, like they're not able to sleep at night, and potentially they've had I'm getting this kind of sense of karma coming around, and it's enlightening to the fact that they want to change their particular ways. Potentially, yeah, I'm getting here, you know, they're definitely getting away from some sort of behaviour. Potentially they may have had been around with other people, or if there was a third party situation here, potentially they may be going through a breakup of sorts to do with that. Or potentially they may have been relatively selfish and not very emotionally mature in themselves, and they're realizing that if you may have kind of sailed away from them, I'm getting that you may not want to have anything to do with them, and it's gotten them to a point where they're realizing a particular cycle in their life and in themselves that they may have been stuck in, and now they need to have this sudden transformation and change in themselves and recognize these behaviors so that eventually they can come forward towards you in love and actually fight for it, protect a particular connection I'm getting between you and them. But I'm just feeling this kind of overall sense that they may want to I feel like this sense of needing to have space, of needing to isolate themselves and have time to themselves, because potentially they may feel like they're going to repeat the same mistakes if they were to carry on. So what I feel called to do, I don't usually do this, but I want to really clarify this Devil card. So I'm gonna clarify this Devil, because I don't usually clarify the cards, but I will do just on this occasion. I just want to know what this Devil is about. But potentially they may even be reflecting on their life, and if they've been very lusty or tempted in other relationships, or maybe even they're potentially reflecting on their life and they've had this enlightenment that potentially they may be obsessed by having a new connection with you, because they recognize that you guys could have something so much more. Yeah, look at that. It's coming to an end though with the World card. So this kind of toxicity potentially is coming to a close. It's coming to an end, a period of time of stagnation. Somebody's completing a particular cycle in themselves. Yeah, potentially here with the Page of Wands, they'll send a message to let you know that they're letting go of particular burdens to do with a toxic trait that they may have had previously. Yeah, they definitely want to communicate to you with particular messages to let you know that something that they are closing up in their life. So you may live at a distance from this person, but they definitely want to close the gap I'm getting. I'll take one more, just tempted to take one more. Yeah, look at that. They have love for you and they want to start something brand new, but they're having this epiphany that they know that in order to actually have a new sense of love in their life and intimacy and have an opportunity to move on forward, they need to end something old. Yeah, because previously they may have been very fearful of change, so they may have stayed in another situation, basically because they felt safer there, felt safer in the darkness, but they're having to go through this particular change to bring out the light, to be more emotionally available. Potentially they may have been very confused about their emotions, but now they want to come forward and express how they feel towards you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels and see what additional messages that we can get from these cards. See, I don't usually, I try not to clarify those cards, but I just felt really called to with the Devil energy, so that's what I decided to do. So this is the Romance Angels by Joy and Virtue. We'll just get some extra messages for you guys for Virgo, and actually classify it as like part of a extra few minutes for your birthday. So if anyone needed that clarity, I hope that's helped. But definitely someone will be rewarded because they've recognized this this particular pattern about themselves. But also I'm getting the sense that potentially they just feel very they may have just seen your connection as like a lust connection, but potentially rather than it being lustful, I think it's kind of like a more playful sense. And they want something that's kind of more playful, more fun, more lighthearted than kind of like possession and obsession type thing. Potentially something. What else can we get? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. So potentially, yeah, this person may have seen their own red flags in their life about what it is that's been going on, but potentially this could be a sign for you to not necessarily get any more involved with this person until they've healed certain aspects of themselves, like they've finished off a cycle. Yeah, this is a soulmate. So this is for definite a soulmate. Getting to know each other. So they definitely want to come forward towards you and get to know each other, but you may be seeing signs and synchronicities about knowing this person's potentially your soulmate, or that you have something deeper together, like a spiritual connection. But potentially this person's trying to just become strong enough or confident in themselves after dealing with something else. Yeah, they definitely want to come forward and get to know you. And there's a lot of passion there. So they definitely want to be playful and come forward towards you. If they have treated you in a particular way or other situations, maybe they're just trying to rebalance their karma right now. So if there was a period of time where they liked the idea of other people competing for them and kind of this like particular toxic traits, maybe kind of leaving people on read, ignoring them, etc., or love bombing them, what have you. All types of different scenarios I'm getting, but they're realizing the kind of error of their ways, and they know that they need to fix it. But they know that there's passion and chemistry between you and them. But they're trying to, I feel like, temper that down so that they don't come across as being too lusty, I'm getting. So this is the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. So I'll be using this to get a few more messages. So please only just take and leave what resonates. It's obviously reading for a lot of people. So what can we get for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for Virgo. It's like they don't want to tell us anything. Sunglasses and girl talk. I'm not sure about that. They may be watching you from afar, seeing you move on. Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe not necessarily move on from them, but just kind of like carry on in your own life. Yeah, potentially palm tree, and then we have coffin. So yeah, someone's definitely going through an ending to transition and change themselves, to bring in a new beginning, to grow into something or someone who's a bit more stable, who's a bit more secure in themselves, I'm getting. Potentially they want to come forward towards you and to meet up. You may be a little bit unsure about whether to do this though until this person has kind of healed any difficulties that they may have gone through previously. Yeah, and this separation, it kind of came out like reverse, but this person, they want to close the gap definitely with you. They don't want to miss you anymore. They do think about you. They don't want to be in separation from you anymore. But yes, we have addiction. Of what you don't see is that this person may have some issues to do with control, possession, obsession. They may have been in a codependent relationship previously, but they've definitely trying to stay in separation away from you until they can fix whatever it is. But they don't want to be in separation from you. But it's like until they can fix whatever it is they need to, I'm getting the sense they'll want to talk. Look at that, I was just going to say they want to definitely talk to you about meeting up with you and telling you a bit more about what's going on with them. And that's why I'm getting this kind of, obviously with the getting to know yourself, they want to express their innermost self. Yeah, potentially with the innermost self, they want to show some sort of vulnerability. They've had an epiphany about their life. Yeah, potentially they may have been in a codependent relationship, fear of ego, fear of intimacy, but they've been listening to their ego. So with that kind of devil card, they may have been very much like up in that sense, like in a lower vibrational type energy. What else can you get? Golden mirror. Oh my gosh, I said that, didn't I? They put a mirror up to themselves. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-side relationship, and love bombing. Like, oh my gosh, like that's exactly what I said earlier. These particular behaviors, they may have been a bit of a narcissist previously, very absorbed, like self, you know, just like, just kind of very selfish, but they're seeing something that they don't like. Yeah, they're having to transform themselves. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So potentially like this, the healing of the light and the dark side of them. And healing the inner child is to do with helping with like your light side. Yeah, potentially they want to call to you and say to you that they're feeling lost without you, but they've definitely been dealing with a relationship or situation of sorts, or they're trying to stop a particular pattern in order to come forward. But they are growing and transforming from an old way of thinking. They're coming up to a particular truth about themselves. Potentially they may have just not like felt good enough, and they needed the extra validation from other people to feel good about themselves, and they're realizing that it's not been overly healthy. Potentially they didn't have that self-love for themselves, and if something didn't necessarily work out with you, even though they recognized you as their soulmate, that it potentially wasn't the healthiest connection. So therefore something had to be changed. They may have stabbed you in the back in some particular way, but I'm getting the sense that this person wants to come forward eventually and to even make an apology, I'm getting. But it's lots of different messages here, guys, so please just take what resonates. So lastly, I'm just going to do the Soulmates in Separation, Unspoken Love Messages by the Serendipity Tarot. I thought this was a really sweet deck of cards. So I found it on Etsy. I thought it was a part of a birthday gift for myself. So I thought, well, I might as well, you know, use them and kind of for the channel. So we'll see what kind of messages we can get for you guys. This is for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for Virgo. Oh, that was turned over. Interesting. My pride and ego led us astray. Wow. So potentially, yeah, this person was very much more on their kind of darker, their shadow side here with the kind of devil energy. Look, I made so many bad mistakes. I hope that we can have a do-over. Wow. I listened to the wrong people. They were wrong about you. So potentially, yeah, this person may have been very much on the opinion of getting other people's validation and not really overly thinking. Sorry about that, guys. My camera kind of cut out. But let's just get you some messages. Okay. What can we get for Virgo, please? What do they want to tell you? There we go. This is not the way I wanted things to end. I wish I could go back in time. I was misguided, I was blinded and could not see straight. Wow. 2 more, please. I wasn't ready for what you were offering, or what you was offering. Wow. And lastly, one more. Ooh. I miss you more now that we are apart. I still feel your presence, your energy around me. I feel like a fool for losing you. Wow. So yeah, absolutely, this person was very blinded, like stuck in the dark type thing, misguided potentially by other people, other people's opinions, so that they've been reflecting on that. if you had offered something that they realised that you could have a true soulmate, spiritual kind of connection, they just wasn't ready for that potentially, and they're looking in the mirror and realising how they treated you or treated other people just wasn't right, and now they're getting this epiphany that they have to change, and they are trying to do that right now because they feel like a fool. They realise what it is that they... about that. My camera just wanted to keep cutting out. So potentially there could be a sense of, you know, wanting to communicate with you but then holding themselves back. Wanting to communicate with you and then holding themselves back. It's like they've got stuff that they want to say and they want to say so much, but then they keep holding themselves back. That's the main message I'm getting here. So anyway, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed the reading. Please like, share and subscribe if it resonates. Leave us a comment, I greatly appreciate it. Happy birthday again to you guys. Please enjoy the rest of your birthday season. So thank you so much for being here, thank you so much for watching, and please take care and bye for now. See you later.